Very good afternoon. You're watching the midday news on Rajya Sabha television. I'm Aishwarya Kapoor with you, and here are the headlines. Goa Chief Minister and former Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar are to be accorded a state funeral in Panaji today. PM Modi to pay homage to the veteran leader in Goa. One-day holiday, 7-day mourning declared in the state. Thousands gather on the streets of Panaji to catch a final glimpse of Manohar Parrikar. Union Cabinet condoles the leader's demise, observes 2 minutes of silence in respect. BJP cancels all engagements, including Central Election Committee meeting, as it pays tribute to Parrikar. Priyanka Gandhi launches Congress's campaign from Prayagraj, embarks on a 3-day-long boat rally on the river Ganga from Sangam to Varanasi's Asi Ghat. Process of filing nominations for first phase of Lok Sabha polls begins. 91 seats across 20 states will vote on 11th of April. Election Commission issues notification for assembly elections in Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, Sikkim and Arunachal Pradesh as well. And Sushma Swaraj meets Maldivian President Ibrahim Mohamed Salih in Malé. Both countries agree to boost cooperation in defence, development cooperation, capacity building, health and consular issues. The top story this afternoon, Goa Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar, who died at his residence in Panaji on Sunday, would be accorded a state funeral with the full military honours today. Thousands gathered on the streets of Panaji to catch a final glimpse of Parrikar, whose mortal remains have been kept at the Kala Academy in Panaji. The funeral procession will begin at 4 p.m. and his last rites will be performed at 5 p.m. in the Miramar beach, near the memorial of Goa's first Chief Minister, who was also cremated there. The centre has announced national mourning after Parrikar's death. The Goa government has also declared one-day holiday and 7 days of mourning. Prime Minister Narendra Modi left for Goa to pay tribute to Chief Minister Parrikar. Top political leaders of the country are also expected to pay their last respects to the veteran leader in Goa. And the Union Cabinet also today condoled the demise of Manohar Parrikar, saying that he will be remembered for his simplicity and as an exceptional administrator. After observing a 2 minutes silence, the Cabinet also passed a resolution saying that his contribution to the building of modern Goa and to the modernization of India's armed forces, as well as improvement to the lives of ex-servicemen, will never be forgotten. Meanwhile, all official programs of the BJP, including the central government, have been cancelled following the death of the veteran leader. Goa Chief Minister and former Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar passed away on Sunday in Panaji after a prolonged illness. He was 63. Parrikar had been battling pancreatic cancer for over a year. Since then, he received treatments at various hospitals across Mumbai, New Delhi, Goa and the United States. The health of Parrikar, a technocrat turned politician and a BJP stalwart, took a turn for the worse in the past 2 days after his medical condition fluctuated for over a year. A widower, Parrikar is survived by his 2 sons. Parrikar was a leader who enjoyed acceptance from all sections of the BJP as well as beyond. He played a key role in making the BJP a force to reckon with in Goa, which remained for long a Congress bastion. And despite his falling health, Parrikar had presented 2 state budgets in 2018 and 2019 and had attended public functions as well, including the inauguration of an iconic bridge across River Mandovi. The four-term Chief Minister of Goa, Parrikar, was born on 13th of December 1955. He graduated from IIT Mumbai with a B.Tech degree in metallurgical engineering. Parrikar entered electoral politics in 1994 when he won on a BJP ticket from Panaji constituency. He was first elected to the Goa Assembly in 1994. He was the Defence Minister from November 2014 to March 2017 during the tenure of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The man with a simple lifestyle could remember the name and village of every voter and will always remain the state's most popular political export. He served as a Rajya Sabha MP from November 2014 to September 2017. The popular leader would be remembered for his efforts in infrastructure and education development in Goa and bringing the International Film Festival of India to the state in 2004. President Ramnath Kovind has expressed grief over the passing away of Manohar Parrikar. In a Twitter message, President Ramnath Kovind said, "An epitome of integrity and dedication in public life, Manohar Parrikar's service to the people of Goa and of India will not be forgotten." In his condolence message, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu said that in his passing away, the nation in general and the Goa in particular has lost its proud son. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also condoled the death of Parrikar and he hailed him as an unparalleled leader. He said that Parrikar's impeccable service to the nation will be remembered by generations, deeply saddened by his demise. Lok Sabha Speaker Sumitra Mahajan also condoled the death of Manohar Parrikar. Home Minister Rajnath Singh said that Parrikar was known for his honesty, integrity and simplicity and served the nation and the state of Goa with great diligence. Defence Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said that he was a sincere, honest and a sensitive political activist. Also condoling the death, Congress President Rahul Gandhi said that Manohar Parrikar was respected and admired across party lines and was one of Goa's favourite sons. TMC leader and West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee said that she is saddened at the death of Goa Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar. BSP leader Mayawati also expressed her condolences. And in his condolence message, SP leader Akhilesh Yadav said that Parrikar's contribution to political life will always be memorable. TDP leader and Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister N. Chandrababu Naidu also expressed his condolences. And several union ministers and political leaders have also expressed grief over the demise of Manohar Parrikar.
मनोहर पर्रिकर जी का हम सब के बीच में न रहना न केवल भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लिए, देश के सार्वजनिक जीवन के लिए अपूर्णीय क्षति है। बचपन से एक कार्यकर्ता के नाते नीचे से काम करते करते राष्ट्रभक्ति के संस्कार के साथ मृत्यु पर्यंत सार्वजनिक जीवन में अनेक बड़े बड़े पदों पर रहने के बावजूद भी निष्कलंक जीवन रहा।
उनका राजनीतिक जीवन पूरी तरह से सादगी से भरा हुआ था और कुछ मूल्यों के प्रति वो पूरे जीवन भर पूरी तरह से प्रतिबद्ध रहे और एक फर्म कन्विक्शन के एक ऐसे नेता थे, दृढ़ इच्छा शक्ति वाले नेता के रूप में उनकी एक मान्यता थी और देखा होगा कि जीवन के अंतिम क्षणों तक बराबर अपने को उन्होंने सक्रिय बनाए रखने की कोशिश की।
शरीफ आदमी थे, चाहे वो दूसरी विचारधारा के थे, लेकिन व्यक्तिगत तौर पर वो अच्छे थे और अच्छे पार्लियामेंटेरियन थे। उनके इस अचानक मौत से सभी को दुख हुआ है और मेरी पूर्ण सहानुभूति उनके पूरे परिवार के साथ।
कई मायनों में एक आइडियल पर्सन थे, एक इतने बड़े राजनीतिक हस्ती जो देश की रक्षा मंत्री रहा हो, जो गोवा की लंबे समय तक मुख्यमंत्री रहा हो और कभी प्लेन में जाए बाजू की व्यक्ति को पता भी ना चले कौन साथ में जा रहा है।
वो एक अच्छे व्यक्ति थे और अपनी एक छाप गोवा में रखे थे और वो डिफेंस मिनिस्टर के नाते भी बहुत अपने विचार अलग रखे, चाहे वो कोई भी डिफेंस का मैटर हो, बड़े संदिग्ध से उसको सुलझाने की कोशिश करते थे।
उन्हीं के कार्य और कर्तृत्व के कारण गोवा में भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार बनी। बाद में पार्टी के आदेश के अनुसार उन्होंने संरक्षण मंत्री पद की भी जिम्मेदारी ली और जब पार्टी ने आदेश दिया तो फिर से वो गोवा के मुख्यमंत्री बने। उनका जीवन बहुत ही सादगीपूर्ण था, पार्टी के विचारों के प्रति कटिबद्ध था, समर्पित था, ये उनकी विशेषता थी।
कैंसर की बीमारी जब डॉक्टर ने आगे कोई उपाय नहीं है ऐसा बताने के बाद भी लगातार काम करते रहना, और पिछले महीने में हमारे एनआईटी का शिलान्यास उनके घर में ही हमने किया और तब भी उनके जज्बे को सलाम करने के लिए मैं गया था।
आज हम सबने एक महान नेता को जरूर खोया है, साथ में एक बहुत अच्छे इंसान को भी खोया है और ऐसी क्षति भरने के लिए मुझे लगता है बहुत आसान नहीं होगा।
ये बहुत ज़रूरी है कि भारत की राजनीति में मनोहर पर्रिकर ऐसे लोग और हों। आईआईटी मुंबई के एक बहुत ही प्रभावी ग्रेजुएट, इंजीनियर, विचारधारा के प्रति समर्पित, बहुत ही योग्य प्रशासक, कड़े फैसले लेने की क्षमता, लेकिन सहजता, सादगी और पूर्ण ईमानदारी।
उन्होंने लगातार लोगों के लिए जो काम किया है, मैं ऐसा मानता हूं कि उसके कारण गोवा की और देश की राजनीति में एक उनकी अलग छवि हम सबने देखी। ये व्यक्ति भारत माँ का सच्चा सपूत था।
And now let's get you all the election related news in Bharat Bhagya Vidhata. Filing of nominations for the first phase of Lok Sabha elections to be held on 11th of April has begun. Now, 91 seats from 20 states will go to polls in the first phase. The last date for filing of nominations for the first phase is 25th of March. The scrutiny of nominations will take place the next day, while 28th of March is the last date for the withdrawal of nominations. All 25 seats in Andhra Pradesh, 17 seats in Telangana, 8 seats in Uttar Pradesh, 7 seats in Maharashtra will go to polls in the first phase. Polling will also be held for 5 seats in Assam, 4 seats each in Bihar and Odisha, 2 seats each in West Bengal and Arunachal Pradesh on 11th of April, 2 seats each in Jammu and Kashmir and Meghalaya, and 1 seat each in Mizoram, Manipur, Nagaland, Sikkim and Tripura, 1 seat each from Chhattisgarh, Andaman and Lakshadweep will also vote in the first phase. Remember, the Lok Sabha elections will start on 11th of April and will continue till 19th of May in 7 phases, and the counting of votes will be held on 23rd of May. Notification has also been issued simultaneously, meanwhile, for the assembly elections for 4 states, namely Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, Sikkim and Arunachal Pradesh. Congress General Secretary and in charge for Eastern Uttar Pradesh, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, today launched her party's campaign from Prayagraj. Arriving in Prayagraj on Monday morning, Priyanka Gandhi offered prayers at the Sangam. Priyanka Gandhi has embarked on a boat rally from Prayagraj to Varanasi, where she will meet and speak to the people on the way. Covering 140 kilometers, the 3-day-long Ganga Yatra will culminate at Asi Ghat in Varanasi. More news from Uttar Pradesh. BSP Chief Mayawati has said that the Congress is free to field candidates in all the 80 Lok Sabha seats of Uttar Pradesh. Now reiterating that the BSP won't enter into any alliance with the Congress party, she said that the SP-BSP RLD alliance is capable enough to defeat BJP on its own. She was responding to Congress's decision to leave 7 seats for the SP-BSP RLD alliance in Uttar Pradesh for the Lok Sabha polls. Meanwhile, in Bihar, the ruling National Democratic Alliance has announced its seats for the forthcoming Lok Sabha elections. Now, the seat-sharing details were announced at a joint press conference of the BJP, JDU and LJP in Patna on Sunday. BJP and JDU will contest 17 seats each, while the LJP will field candidates on the remaining 6 Lok Sabha seats in the state. The list of candidates will be decided after the parliamentary board meeting. Meanwhile, the BJP has announced its first list of 123 candidates for the Andhra Pradesh Assembly elections. Among the present 3 MLAs, only Visakhapatnam sitting MLA P. Vishnu Raju's name was announced. Now, he will be recontesting from the same seat. Remember, the BJP fought the 2014 election in alliance with the TDP and outside support of the Jana Sena of film star Pawan Kalyan. It had contested 15 assembly and 5 Lok Sabha seats as part of this alliance only and had won 4 and 2 seats respectively. Meanwhile, the YSR Congress also released its full list of candidates for 175 assembly constituencies and 25 Lok Sabha constituencies that go to polls in Andhra Pradesh on 11th of April. YSR Congress Chief YS Jagan Mohan Reddy released the list after paying homage to his late father and former Chief Minister YS Rajshekhar Reddy at their family estate in Kadapa district. News from West Bengal now, where the state unit of the Congress party has called off seat-sharing talks with the CPIM-led Left Front for the Lok Sabha polls. The talks ended after weeks of hectic parleys that failed to resolve the impasse over the distribution of seats. The decision by the Congress paved the way for a 4-cornered contest in West Bengal between the Trinamool Congress, BJP, Left Front and the Congress. The Left Front has called a meeting today to discuss its next course of action now. Those were all the news related to the Lok Sabha and Assembly elections. And in midday news, so we'll take a very short break. News and updates continue on the other side. Stay tuned.
Tales that inspire. Stories of social change. A salute to diversity. Promoting public discourse. Events that motivate. Inspiring the innovative spirit. Watch Rajya Sabha television documentaries.
Finance Minister Arun Jaitley has exuded confidence that people will make the right choice in the upcoming general elections. In the 7th part of his blog on Agenda 2019, Arun Jaitley hoped that aspirational people of evolving society will elect a stable government rather than Maha Milavat Gathbandhan. He said that the Maha Milavat Gathbandhan with leaders and parties of different ideologies can only promise political instability. Jaitley said that while in the NDA government, the last word belonged to the Prime Minister, there is a tug-of-war on the issue of leadership in the coalition proposed by the opposition parties, including Congress, BSP, SP, TMC and TDP. He said that for India to be a union of states, there must be a strong union. Otherwise, both India and India's federalism will stand to suffer. The minister further said that today we have reached a situation where India grows faster than others in the world. On to some other news, the former Supreme Court Judge Justice Pinaki Chandra Ghosh was on Sunday recommended to be the first Lokpal or anti-corruption ombudsman of India. Now, his name was finalized and recommended by the selection committee comprising of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Chief Justice Ranjan Gogoi, Lok Sabha Speaker Sumitra Mahajan, eminent jurist Mukul Rohtgi. Leader of opposition in Lok Sabha and Congress member Mallikarjun Kharge, who was called in as a special invitee to the selection committee meeting, did not attend the event. Ghosh was appointed as the judge of the Calcutta High Court in 1997 and he went on to become the Chief Justice of Andhra Pradesh before his elevation to the Supreme Court in 2013. The appointment has come through 5 years after the Lokpal Act was notified for electing and panel of ombudsmen to look into the cases of corruption and maladministration by the public servants. The government was prompted to make the selection after the Supreme Court set the February end deadline. The Lokpal Act, which was passed in 2013 after a nationwide anti-corruption movement, provides for a setting up of the Lokpal at the centre and Lokayuks in the states to probe corruption complaints against top functionaries and public servants, including the Prime Minister and the Chief Ministers. Now, what makes the Lokpal powerful is the authority under the law to investigate complaints against current and former Prime Ministers, Union Ministers, Members of Parliament, government employees and the employees of public sector undertakings, as well as the key employees of non-government organizations receiving more than 10 lakh rupees a year in foreign contributions, among others. The Lokpal has to work in tandem with the CVC or the Central Vigilance Commission. It can direct any investigating agency, including the CBI, to look into the allegations of graft under the Prevention of Corruption Act. And on the second day of her visit to the Maldives, External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj met with the President of Maldives, Ibrahim Mohamed Solih, in Mali. The two leaders discussed ways to boost bilateral cooperation. The meeting came after she earlier held talks with the Maldivian Home Minister, Imran Abdullah, and discussed steps to continue the upward trajectory in bilateral relationship. The two nations have agreed on a broad spectrum of issues for further collaboration on all major sectors, including defense, development cooperation, capacity building, health and consular issues. And earlier, after her arrival on Sunday, Sushma Swaraj held talks with her Maldivian counterpart, Abdullah Shahid. Foreign Secretary Vijay Gokhale and a number of senior officials are accompanying Sushma Swaraj during the trip. This is the first full-fledged bilateral trip from India to the island nations after the government of Ibrahim Mohamed Solih came to power in November last year. Chinese Ambassador Lu Zhonghui has assured that the matter of designating Jaish-e-Mohammed chief Masood Azhar as a global terrorist will be resolved. At a function to celebrate Holi at his residence, Ambassador Lu Zhonghui said that the matter will be resolved, adding that this is only a technical hold, which means that there is time for continued consultations. He further said that China understands India's concerns and he was optimistic that the matter would be resolved. Remember, China had put a last-minute hold on the UN Security Council resolution last week, its fourth such move in a decade. Beijing had said that its technical bloc was meant to buy time so that the matter could be discussed and considered a probable next step could be taken. Now, China, a veto-wielding permanent member of the Security Council, had made similar moves in 2009 and 2016. In 2017, also, Beijing had blocked a move by the US, the UK and France to designate Azhar as a global terrorist by the UN. The Chinese envoy also referred to the informal summit between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Chinese President Xi Jinping in April last year and said that the cooperation between the two countries are on the right and fast track. And 5 Indians are confirmed to be dead in the ghastly terror attack on 2 mosques in Christchurch, in which 50 people lost their lives. The Indian High Commission informed that Immigration New Zealand has set up a dedicated web page to expedite visa for the family members of Christchurch victims. The Indian mission also said that a support group has been established in Christchurch to assist the families. In another tweet, the Indian High Commission also urged people to donate blood. Meanwhile, New Zealand has backed action on gun laws today. Prime Minister Ardern has said that the cabinet backed gun law changes in principle. Now she's expected to give the details of the reforms by 25th of March. This after Friday's shootings sparked calls for gun law reforms. Now police say that the killer used military-style assault weapons that appear to have been modified to make them more deadly for the attacks. The attacker has been identified as Australia-born Brenton Tarrant. He appeared in the court on Saturday and has been charged with one account of murder, and more charges are expected to follow. And sporting action now. In Special Olympics, India has bagged 166 medals, including 44 gold, 54 silver and 68 bronze medals at Abu Dhabi so far. In roller skating, Supreet Singh from Haryana in 1000 meters, Rishabh Jain from New Delhi in 1000 meters and Priya Prakash Gada from Maharashtra in 100 meters won gold medal each. Amanjot Singh won a gold in the squat contest after lifting 385 kilograms. And with that, we wrap up this edition of Midday News. Thanks for watching.